New details are emerging in the federal case against Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul being held without bail after pleading not guilty to a host of charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. We do have complete coverage. We're going to start with NBC's Chloe Melas. Hey, Chloe, good morning.
Hey there, good morning. Sean Combs is behind bars after a federal judge denied the music producer's request to post a $50 million bail. The judge siding with prosecutors who argued that Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the community. And authorities say additional charges have not been ruled out. But we do have to warn you, some of the details here are disturbing.
Federal prosecutors say hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs used his power and business empire to carry out a long and shocking list of crimes for years, from sex trafficking and forced labor to kidnapping, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
Between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Combs greeting fans in New York a day before his arrest, and 6 months after federal authorities raided his homes in LA and Miami. In a 14-page indictment, prosecutors say agents found multiple firearms during those raids, including 3 defaced AR-15 rifles. They also uncovered videos of elaborately produced sex performances with multiple victims that Combs allegedly referred to as freak-offs.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
While searching Combs' residences in March, according to the indictment, law enforcement seized narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. Overnight, his attorney saying he doesn't believe Combs will take a plea deal.
I do not see it happening. He's innocent, and he is going to go to trial, and I believe he's going to win.
The criminal charges follow a string of civil lawsuits, including a settlement with Combs' longtime girlfriend, singer Cassie. She can be seen in this 2016 surveillance video, being thrown to the ground and physically attacked by Combs. Prosecutors say Cassie was attempting to escape from one of Combs' freak-offs. Combs later apologizing for his actions caught on video. His attorney arguing Diddy's toxic relationship with Cassie was consensual.
This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime.
With 3 of Diddy's sons and other family members in court to support him, the 54-year-old appeared solemn as prosecutors argued against bail, saying he has a history of witness tampering, threats, and physical violence.
Combs' attorneys say that they are appealing the decision to deny bail, while federal prosecutors say that the investigation is ongoing and they're leaving the door open for even more arrests. Savannah?
All right, Chloe, thank you. Let's turn to NBC senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett, who's with me here. So let's talk about the bail hearing. It was before a magistrate judge, but now we'll go before the federal district judge who will preside over the entire case. What do you expect today?
I think he's unlikely to get out, and that's because there is a presumption of keeping him there in detention. There are statutory reasons: dangerousness, obstruction of justice, risk of flight. They say, look, he has limitless funds. He can hop on his plane. He can go anywhere in the world. The defense says, look, he gave up his passport. He came to New York willingly. But then in court there, the prosecutor said even in his hotel room when he was arrested, they found drugs. Now, he hasn't been charged with that, but it just shows you, I think, that there are sort of a stew of issues going on here. And it's going to be hard for him, I think, to overcome that presumption today.
Well, prosecutors really laid it, not just in the indictment, but then submitted, and we saw it publicly, this bail memo that really lays out some of the
more details,
evidence, alleged evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. And so what did you glean from that? I mean, are we talking about multiple victims potentially? And it sure seemed like there are employees or people associated with Sean Combs who are ready to testify against him.
That detention memo says that they talked to over 50 witnesses and or victims. Now, we don't know how many people will testify at trial. We don't know exactly how many acts those coordinate with, but it does give you a sense of the scope. They obviously got their hands on not only the drugs and all the weapons, but they have other cooperators, at least as it appears to that indictment, because they're talking about the business enterprise, knowing a lot about how the business works. So we'll see what comes out of it today, but I think it's pretty clear that they have a mountain of evidence. Obviously, he, though, maintains his innocence.
Okay, Laura, thank you very much. We'll be watching.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.